Hello everybody and welcome to Olly Golf. Today we are joined by Stuart Pearson, who is a 5 handicapper. Sometimes. So we're going to be going around a couple of holes at Queen's Park and I'm going to get an insight as to what Stu would do as a 5 handicapper, which hopefully will help me. I'm going to pro trace everything, so hopefully you'll enjoy this vlog. Thanks, and thanks Stu.
No worries, thank you for having me.
No, thank you. So we're going to start off with par 3. Yeah, so this is 123 apparently.
Yeah, so it's probably going to play about 100.
114 maybe actually. 114 par 3.
I'd say 100 yards. You want to, definitely club down on it. Bit of wind as well. So just concentrate on the strike and then going into the ball, find a little spot and line it up from behind and just focus on getting the swing over that.
Okay, I'll do it.
See what happens.
So we're going half swing, pitch and wedge.
Yeah, just commit to it more. Yeah. Gotta go. Yeah, middle of the green, just to the right.
Pin high right.
Yeah, that was good. Just clubbing up and then taking a half swing will just get you to kind of have a better flight, I think. It just means that with a 56 you're probably doing a full swing. There's a bit more risk in that. It might go high, it might go left, it might go right, and that one is just right in the middle. So kind of middle of the green, and you're taking a bit off it, so you're just keeping it low in the wind as well, so it's a good shot.
Thank you. So as Stu said, that's pretty good, like on the green. What are you thinking here for this putt?
Yeah, it's just really one you want to get inside just a little bucket around. You don't really want to risk going 4, 5, 6 feet past. You just really want a nice par. If you can sneak a birdie, that'd be great, but you just really want to tap in. So you ideally want to come down to the ball and then just have a look at the line. Just get a gauge from there.
What are you seeing that as? Bit left to right or?
Yeah, it's pretty flat, but if anything, it's off the right edge. And then obviously coming into the ball, always want to mark it with the Lucas A bottle. but definitely clean it. Obviously in the winter, it's just a bit.
He did lick it.
There's a lot of mud. Yeah, you just really want to get it as nice as possible. And then on the ball as well, you've got the Titleist sign. So that's a really good way of just lining up. It's pretty central to where you want to go. So either having that or putting that line there and just really getting down to the ball. And then it just gives you a bit of extra help, just lines it up so you can bring the putter in and you know pretty much where you want to swing. And then it's just about taking maybe 2, 3 swings at the distance you think that it's going to get there. And yeah, just a bucket size, if you get it around that, I think that it's an easy par.
Okay.
It could get a nice little birdie if you can sneak one in, but it's not going to be a 4. You don't really want a 3 putt from this distance either. So yeah, just making sure that it's a good 2 putt. If you can sneak one, even better.
Thanks.
But then here as well, kind of get the ball and just line it up. It's just helping you get that even against some sun. Just making sure it's flat. Lucky.
That was my fault.
No.
That was my fault.
It's a bit grainy.
It is a bit grainy, but I did the initial bit okay, I guess.
Yeah, you got it close enough. It's just possibly, I don't know, maybe just slightly pulled it. So just having a couple of practice swings of what you feel is the distance, and you probably hit it a bit too hard as well. If you'd hit it a bit softer, it would have taken the edge more, but with that pace coming in, it's just kind of shot it out.
So if that's you that's just done that, are you learning from that? Are you learning like, I've just pulled a putt, or?
No, I think you know that everyone can take it back in a straight line, so it's just putting it out of your mind and walking on to the next one and saying, look, just learn from it, just try not to do it again. Golf's difficult, but yeah, don't let it affect you too much. Don't kind of throw your ball away, throw a club. Maybe when I was 15 I would do that, or a glove. But yeah, you need to kind of control yourself more and just concentrate on the next shot. Yeah, just not let it affect you. It's a 4, it's not a 7, it's not an 8, so yeah, don't worry too much.
Cool, on to the next. So we've got a par 4 here around the corner to the left hand side from the yellows. What are you thinking then immediately walking up to this hole?
Yeah, it's a tough hole. You got out of bounds left. Back in the day they used to have kind of Seve and Tony Jacklin playing here, so they would be teeing up from down here, but due to health and safety over the years, they've had to take probably 100 yards off the tee, bring a fence in because there is a road next to it.
Yeah,
but it's now out of bounds. You've got the out of bounds kind of cutting in a lot, so there's a bunker just to the top. You probably want to either decide if you're going to go short of that. So I normally get my flight scope to see how far that would be, or if you're going to take it on, you just need to commit to the shot. So
it's about 320.
Yeah.
So that's got to be about 200, I reckon.
Yeah. So
are you taking that on? Are you hitting driver here?
No, it's not a driver hole. The risk is too much. It's too tight for a driver unless you really flush it and hit it straight. You just really want to find an iron, find the fairway, and leave yourself maybe 140, 150.
Okay.
So you can just have a nice shot into that one. Yeah, it's a bit too tight for a driver.
All right, that pains me because I would take driver here all day, but your wish is my command, sir. Right, so I'm thinking 5 iron should leave me short of that with a nice, well, hopefully 120-ish in.
Yeah, and you can just go for kind of a full shot knowing that you're not going to reach it.
Yeah.
So that just takes it out of play completely. And then coming back behind the ball as well and just finding like a little stone, potentially a little bit of grass, and then just really focusing on lining up the club to that, and then the feet parallel to it as well.
Yeah, so I found a bit of grass.
Very nice. Yeah, so it's flown the bunker, but it was a really good strike.
It was a good hit. Lining that up really helped me there. That was too long for you there. They want it like.
Yeah, because the risk is if you hit that straight, you're in the bunker, and then it's a penalty shot out potentially because it looks like a high lip on it as well. But now you've got a nice shot into the fairway. So what do I know?
Let's get on down there. Saying there's some nice houses around here, aren't there? Very nice. Queen's Park used to be a lovely course, didn't it? But
yeah, yeah. If you look at that bunker, if you get anywhere near the middle to the front of that, you can't really go for the green. So somehow you've obviously got 20 yards past it, which is a great shot. But it's a really good position, and you need to avoid these. So yeah, either of those, you're thinking the best is really a 5, but you want to be trying to go for a 4, and just if you can sneak a birdie, even better. But just kind of get that pars, the level of pars going, because that's important. Just to obviously, when there is a bad hole, that could be when you might lose 2 or 3 shots. But if you've had 3 pars, that kind of offsets it all. So, yeah, you've got a decent shot in here. It's probably 120. This is where you need a rangefinder.
This is the rangefinder thing.
Yeah,
I normally use my phone, but
yeah, I think
I'm filming on it today.
Rangefinder is really good. I used it for ages, thinking I know how far I hit the ball, but you can range find the bunker, for example, to see how far you've got beyond the bunker to the green.
So what am I hitting here then? So say 120, say. What am I doing here? What are you aiming for? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I think pitch and wedge would be quite nice. Just a solid strike at 56. You're really trying to go too hard at the ball.
Straight for the pin?
Yeah, I would say for the pin. Yeah, it's in the middle, so you can attack this one. You could also do a 9-iron if you were doing a shorter swing, and just kind of, if you had wind, for example, you could do that. So the options are pitch and wedge or 9-iron.
Your pitch and wedge all day, yeah?
Yeah, probably. You've got an interesting lie as well. It's not the best. So if you think pitch and wedge, you have to hit it clean off that. So are you going to hit it clean? Potentially, if you're hitting down on it and just pushing it with a 9-iron, that just takes the risk out of potentially thinning this one. Because if it was here, it would be perfect. But it is a bare lie, so you just have to take that into account as well.
So you're hitting 9 then here now?
Yeah, I probably would. Yeah, hit a 9.
All right, I'm going to take a 9. Let's see what happens.
Go for it. Yeah, that's a really good strike. Oh, backspin, rolling down. You see how the strike is a lot kind of lower. You can control that more.
So is that how it was meant to come out? Was it meant to come out a bit lower, that one?
Yeah, so just keeping it low, that's ideal for the wind. I know we're a bit sheltered here. So yeah, I think that pitch and wedge, you're trying to go 100% at that. But if you can think if you can club up more and then just take a bit off that, but commit to the strike though. You don't really want to hit that one and then you fat it if you're not committed to the shots, because that's a risk. But really nice strike there. Went through the air. There's a bit of backspin as well. So that 5 yards that we said that it might kick on, it didn't. But you didn't go too far over the green. So it's just kind of measuring it, seeing all of the yardages, and then thinking, can I take a club down just to really remove the risk of anything.
Cool.
Nice one.
So here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are.
It's a bit long. Still, it's a good position. You got a flat lie. You haven't got the angle of being on the slope there. So ideally, you can go two ways. So you can kind of chip potentially with a 52. I like to go for a 52. So you just take him.
Which is at home today.
Yeah. So maybe you're hitting it 30% of the way to have it on the first bounce, and then it's going to roll out. Potentially the easier way is to get a 6 or 7 iron, and then you're only hitting it really maybe 2 yards, and then the rest of it's rolling out.
Okay, let's try that, shall we?
And you've got to focus around the ball as well, because you've got twigs here, so just really moving them. You don't really want any distractions in the way, anything that's going to possibly affect the ball. So just, obviously being careful with the ball, but any slight distraction, you don't really want that around.
So if I take a 7-iron then, where am I pitching it to?
So I'd say potentially there.
Playing it like a putting stroke?
Yeah, just kind of middle of the stance. You've got a short width between your feet here, and just really playing it through. Just imagining you're hitting the shot, just kind of 2 or 3 swings, and then just making sure that you're hitting the back of the ball. You don't really want to be hitting anywhere here. You just need the club to be coming down.
Yeah.
So it's a tough shot, but you just need to be thinking, I need to hit the back of the ball, because the angle of the club is going to hit it and bounce it. So it's never going to go into the grass. It's always going to bounce up because you've got the angle of the club, and just really making sure you got a decent strike.
Okay.
And yeah, just having 2 or 3 practice swings would be ideal for that one.
Let's do it.
Go. Oh, tidy. Very good.
Pretty good. Quite happy with that one.
It's in that kind of bucket.
Yeah.
The bucket size. You ideally want the that distance is good. Yeah, you just really want to get as close to the ground as possible just to see where the lie is. So if we think back to the last hole, you did hit it quite hard. If you're going to do the same, you've got to really take the break out and aim for the middle. But if you want to hit it slightly softer, aim for the right edge because it looks like it's sloping that way, and then the break will take that. But yeah, if you hit it too hard, it's going to go through the break. So you've got to decide early on. You don't want to be over the ball thinking, which way, what am I going to do with this? Ideally you want to be back here thinking, and then stepping into the ball, you know what you're going to do, and then you just come up, putt it and go for it.
Right, so I'm just going to play this, I think, right edge of the hole with a...
Yeah.
Just let it drop in.
Yes. Just like that. Ah, good work. Ah, take it. That's not an easy hole. What was stroking next, was it? You're going to say 18 now, aren't you?
18 probably. Let's just pretend it's 1. Yeah. Stroking next 1!
If you think a really tough hole, you've had a tricky tee shot, you had bunkers to negotiate, you've had the outer bounds as well. So that 9-iron in, I know it wasn't on the green, but you've chipped and putted and got to be pretty happy with the par.
Decent up and down there.
Yeah,
good work, mate.
Good work.
We're on the 4th hole. 343 yards.
This is another tricky one. It's tight. The course is really tight here. So when you say possibly you want to hit a driver, it's probably the wrong club. If you hit a driver, it's a big risk again. It gets narrower as the closer you get down. So ideally hitting possibly a long iron if you've got a hybrid as well, just in front of the bunker there. So if I was on the tee with my rangefinder, seeing if I could pick up the kind of bunker down there,
yeah,
or a tree in line with it, just to give me an idea of how far it's going to be, so I can get in my mind how far I need to hit the ball. Because if you've not played at courses before, that's really tricky. But that's the best way to do it. Kind of pick out the bunker. If not, find a tree, and ideally you want something potentially 200 yards would be nice.
Yeah, it's my hybrid, I reckon.
Yeah, so if that gets you, it's uphill as well, the second shot, so it's going to be a bit more club. So if you can get a 7-iron in your hands, you're going to be happy with that. Anything less is a bonus, but ideally just keeping it as straight as possible. And if you hit the driver, there's a bigger risk of it possibly going offline more. So if you can find a club, have a smooth swing similar to the 5-iron off the tee, just getting it down there, keeping it in play, is going to give you a good chance of getting a par.
Okay, hybrid it is.
Go for it. And not teeing it up, so just got to focus on the strike. Yeah, just like that. Nice little draw. In play, that's what you want.
Take it.
Good shot.
There she is, not bad. So I reckon we've got about 100 in.
Yeah, it's not that far. Once again, the rangefinder or the phone app. Just really having a look at the green, see where the pin is. Is the pin on the edge? Is it at the front? Is it at the back?
Looks middle, doesn't it?
Yeah. So it's just kind of gauging that, and then wherever we drop it, just getting an idea of the. Do you
want to drop it for us?
No. Yeah.
Thanks, mate. So helpful.
Clean. Drop it behind us.
Yeah.
Which was the Ricky Fowler drop. Oh yeah, it's really weird. This is like the second time I've done this.
Oh, that's fine. That'll do. That's beauty.
Got to drop it again. It's a bit mad as well. Yes, it's a decent lie. So what have you got? 100. That's going to go.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's uphill, so you need to take a club more normally, just to kind of gauge what you feel. There's not much wind around today down here because we're a bit protected by the trees. So once again, it could be.
It's a 52, isn't it? But I haven't got it, so shall I hit that little pitching wedge again?
I think it's probably a wedge. Yeah. If you think, I'd say a full wedge will get you there. You hit it further than me as well. So.
Well, it's only because my irons are more lofted.
It's because you work out at the gym. Right?
No, definitely not. It's got the little pitching wedge here.
Yeah, so just picking that spot out. And possibly with the left shoulder as well, just trying to square it up more.
Like that?
No, the other.
That way?
Yeah. Have this on, so you can just see it on the toe. You still got your spot in front of the ball?
Yeah.
Yep, cool. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, it's a bit long. But yeah, it was impressive. But
Bit long.
I think just with the obviously the shoulder, if you have that a bit more to the left, it was a bit open at the start, which is going to cause you to effectively keep it that way through the swing. So you just need to bring it round a bit more. So from facing camera, bring it round. So ideally, if someone's standing behind you, if you get someone to take a photo, you can just see the outline of this from behind. If it's like that, you can't, and that's going to leave you open and potentially create a slice. So just having it squared up more is ideally what you want.
Good advice. Thanks, mate.
We have gone a bit too far, and then now it's a trickier shot, whereas on the hole before it was a straightforward pitch and run.
So I've got a 60 here, and I was just going to pop it on the top of the bank and let it run down.
Yeah, 60's a risk, unless you Phil Mickelson.
Check this out then.
Off this lie.
This is where I go wrong, so...
Oh, he's done a good shot.
So thank you to Stu for what's been enlightening.
Yeah, it was quite interesting to see your philosophy, because you're not that far behind. You're only really no, you hit it obviously really well. It's just like little differences here. So potentially you would have taken 2 drivers there, and that could have put you in further in the trees potentially. So just thinking about strategically. Is that the word?
Strategic.
That's the one.
Yeah.
But yeah, just thinking, is there a bunker I need to avoid? Is there a side of the fairway that would be better? Always think, can I hit it before the bunker or after? Just to really give you the best chance. And it's really par golf, and we're pretty happy with that. Obviously a birdie now and then is quite nice. But you just want to take the double bogeys off the car, take the triple bogeys, and you're going to possibly find that, unless you're absolutely striping your driver. It's a really high risk strategy, especially around such a tight opening few holes. There may be some more holes on the back nine that it does open up a bit, and you can potentially have a hit with the driver, but just ideally keeping it kind of just ticking over. You're keeping the score going, and then you can just kind of build on that in the back nine, and hopefully get under your handicap and obviously get to 5.
Well,
simple.
So thank you, mate, for coming around.
That's okay, pleasure.
I'll see you on Thursday when we're going to drub Wayne and Robin.
Camberley Heath.
Yes. They are for it.